According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization, sustainable tourism takes full account of its current and future economic, social, and environmental impacts, addressing the needs of travelers, the industry, the environment, and host communities. In simpler terms, sustainable tourism development is defined as providing the needs and demands of the people of the present without compromising the economic, social, and environmental impacts of the future generation.
In the Philippines, with the support, assistance, and cooperation of both the private and public sectors, the Department of Tourism or DOT is mandated to encourage, promote, and develop tourism as a major socio-economic activity to generate foreign currency and local employment and to spread the benefits of tourism to a broader segment of the population. The DOT ensures that foreign and the domestic tourists have a safe, convenient, and enjoyable stay and travel experience in the country. With this, the DOT is committed to safeguarding the archipelago's strong tourism industry's long-term sustainability through a range of initiatives and campaigns aimed at ensuring future generations continue to enjoy and appreciate the beauty of the Philippines.
For the Department of Tourism, sustainable tourism development is essential as it boosts the overall economic development of the country. First, sustainable tourism development is a vital contributor to job and wealth creation, economic growth, environmental protection, and poverty alleviation. And since DOT is responsible to develop local employment in the country, sustainable tourism development, as a well designed and managed tourism, can help preserve the natural and cultural heritage assets upon which it depends. Second, it can bring around development cooperation. Sustainable tourism development, together with the needs of the Philippines, can persuade assistance from development banks, donor countries, and an inclusive whole of government to recognize the tourism's challenges and threats and fully align their priorities and objectives to the sustainable development goals, resulting to an increased resource efficiencies, improved quality and longevity of positive socioeconomic and conservation outcomes, and mitigated possible negative impacts to tourist destinations. Third, it promotes inclusive growth for local communities. The Department of Tourism aims to boost economic growth that is fairly allocated throughout the community by generating opportunities for the locals and amplifying the conversation about the locals' involvement in the tourism sector, as well as the potential costs and benefits to ensure that nobody is left behind. The Department of Tourism, together with TESDA, collaborated on this program to provide free training opportunities to residents in the hopes of encouraging business owners to employ more of them. Also, Department of Tourism promotes sustainable tourism development as this will ensure that the tourism planning and projects are long-term oriented and beneficial to the communities at present and while still keeping a good quality of life for the future generations.
DOT, together with the Department of Environment and Natural Resources or DENR, are working together to secure the executive's biodiversity conservation efforts from the preceding tourism development projects found in different parts of the Philippines. For instance, the development and implementation of actions and plans necessary to prevent overpopulation, overcrowding, and the likes in Boracay as well as in El Nido and Coron in Palawan, Siargao, and Panglao in Bohol, which are growing popular ecotourism tourist destinations.
Furthermore, Department of Tourism believes that teaming up with the local government units and other stakeholders will prove that micro efforts will generate macro effects to the industry. Department of Tourism created a partnership with the Asian Development Bank as a helping hand to plan several DOT-led programs in solution to urgent needs of essential urban services and infrastructures, such as solid waste management, potable drinking water and drainage, sanitation, and hygiene. Also, Different departments form part of DOT's project and steering committee towards sustainability. Moving forward, DOT pursues sustainable tourism development as this will employ responsible environmental practices.
Having a sustainable tourism development could cause lower ecological impact. Ecological impact are the footprints or effect left upon a living organism and its non-living environment by a human activity. Same goes with the wildlife. In sustainable tourism development, animals' habitat is to be protected and respected. They should not be disturbed or affected by tourism, but only observed, and they should not be put in cages for people's amusement. Also, sustainable tourism promotes patronizing local produce. In doing this, we can save a lot of emissions while showcasing our locally produced goods. Lastly, sustainable tourism development integrate responsible tourism. This policy strives to protect the environment by instilling a sense of responsibility among inhabitants and visitors. This is to emphasize the tourism agency's purpose of conserving the prominence and beauty of tourist destinations for following generations by establishing do's and don'ts procedures in high traffic locations to educate the people on the proper guidelines.
Tourism, by its very nature, appreciates the most valuable aspects of our world: breathtaking landscapes, wildlife, heritage, art, and people. Indeed, it can help a community's economy flourish by offering jobs, business opportunities, and funding for preservation. However, if not adequately managed, it can have detrimental effects on local communities and surroundings. And that is why sustainable tourism development is not just mere option, but an obligation that we must partake as citizens of this world.